Social Security increases should be a priority for Congress right now, but what is Congress doing about it? Well, I think it's everyone's opinion that Social Security should be saved, enhanced, and increased for the year of 2024. There was another speech in Congress
proposed slashing Social Security benefits by $718 billion.
I'll play you the full video clip of that as a bill is being pushed right now in Social Security, probably one of the only ones for the year of 2024. But let's take a look at this article right here. Has Congress really stolen trillions from Social Security? Here's the truth. You're not going to want to miss this article. I lay out some good details and facts for you, as well as some big numbers revealed from this one bill. Take a look at this. Errors under the bill's proposed method for measuring price inflation would cause benefit overpayments by over 10% relative to accurate calculation. So a 10% overpayment to Social Security recipients with this one bill. If you're on Social Security, you're not going to want to miss this video. If you're on SSDI, SSI, make sure you pay attention to the whole video and I'll give you all of those updates. Before I dive into the main content, if you appreciate these Social Security updates, hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more Social Security updates. So, opinion piece right here, saving Social Security should be a priority in Congress. I think that is probably the opinion of almost every single person on Social Security, and not just saving Social Security. How about doing anything for Social Security for anybody in Congress? There's been no action taken for the year of 2023. So when it comes to Social Security, a lot of people aren't too happy with Congress because of their inaction, a lot of talk, not enough walk to back it up. And now that we are in an election year, we're probably going to see the most action this year in Social Security compared to the last 3 years, which it shouldn't really work like that. It should be helping out people regardless. So has Congress really stolen trillions from Social Security? Here's the truth. So Congress, it seems like with each member getting paid $174,000 per year salary, whether they do the work or not. That's how much they're getting paid. Now, according to this, are they stealing trillions from Social Security? Let me get into it right here. So lawmakers deserve their share of the blame for Social Security's widening funding shortfall, but not for the reasons some people might think. For most retirees, their monthly Social Security income is indispensable. Based on more than 2 decades of annual surveys from national pollster Gallup, no fewer than 80% of retired respondents have relied on their Social Security check in some capacity to make ends meet in a given year. Given how important Social Security is to the financial well-being of our nation's aging workforce, you'd think maintaining a strong foundation would be a top priority. However, America's top retirement program is facing a long-term funding shortfall that continues to widen with almost every passing year. So Social Security is staring down a $22.4 trillion cash shortfall. So there are a few programs in place for Social Security, but let's take a look at the good news here. The good news is that Social Security is in no danger of going bankrupt or becoming insolvent by the time you retire. Approximately 90% of the revenue collected by Social Security derives from the 12.4% payroll tax on earned income. As long as Americans continue to work and pay their taxes, the SSA will have the cash to disperse benefits to those who are eligible. So I guess that is some good news that Social Security checks will keep coming out. But if you look at this chart right here, it shows 2.83 trillion. This is the U.S. Old Survivors and Disability Insurance Trust Fund assets of the end of the year. So it's up to 2.8 trillion. That's a lot of money. So when it comes to what the government has done about it, well, obviously not enough. When it comes to Social Security, there needs to be more done in Congress. There are a handful of representatives speaking about Social Security, but yet no votes are taken on any bills in Congress to turn them into Social Security laws. There's no changes at all, just a bunch of talk. Speaking of talk, here are some positive talk from Congress about Social Security for a certain bill. Take a look at this.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today with my brothers and sisters on behalf of more than 124,000 of my constituents in North Jersey, in the 9th District, who rely on Social Security each and every month. They rely on it. To some, as in the entire country, that's their only means of income, of survival. That's how Social Security was established in the 30s, implemented a few years later. Social Security is one of America's greatest success stories. I remember the first time I ran for Congress in 1996. I walked into a room prepared to deal with the housing codes and public housing. But the only questions folks asked me, where do you stand on Social Security? Do you want to privatize Social Security? Social Security is a success story. 90 years. It stands as a monument to decency and dignity and the birthright of hard-working Americans. Yet, throughout its storied history, Mr. Larson, it has been under attack. Even in 1935, it has been the subject of attacks and lies from day one. The Republican Study Committee, which represents 3/4 of House Republicans, proposed slashing Social Security benefits by $718 billion. The GOP leadership wants to create a so-called fiscal commission in our government funding bill. That is a wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm proud to join my friend and friends and my friend Congressman John Larson in a letter opposing this cynical ploy to slash Social Security and Medicare. Without aggressive action, Social Security lurches toward insolvency. Congress has a sacred responsibility to fight for its future. Same question asked 25, 26 years ago is asked of me today. That is why I'm standing with Mr. Larson on his Social Security 2100 Act, to assure the long-term strength and solvency of Social Security. Social Security 2100 Act provides paid-for benefit enhancements while not raising taxes on middle-class families. It's a no-brainer. Our bill ends the painful 5-month disability waiting period. Who can justify that in this day and age? It would ensure Americans suffering with permanent disorders like Huntington's disease, they get the help they need without red tape or delay. The bill eliminates the windfall elimination provision so that firefighters, police officers, teachers, and others get the full benefits that they have earned. While the Social Security 2100 Act, we are fighting for our seniors who have worked their entire lives and rely on Social Security to make ends meet. We're fighting for working families so that no one who pays into the system over a lifetime ever retires in poverty. We must get this done for the American people, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Speaker. There's no excuses. I thank you, and I yield back.
What are your thoughts on Social Security? Should more be done to help out Social Security recipients? What about the action? We're hearing a lot of talk, but not enough action. Let me know your thoughts on that. Take a look at this, 8 revealing numbers from the Social Security 2100 Act. So that was the bill that Representative Pascrell was just speaking about. So when it comes to the Social Security 2100 Act, there's a lot in this article, but let me just point out number 6 for you right here. Errors under the bill's proposed method for measuring price inflation would cause benefit overpayments of over 10% relative to accurate calculations. So, according to the bill, if they change it from the CPIW, which measures the workers' economy, compared to the elderly, then inflation will be higher. And according to this article, they're saying a 10% overpayment. I'm not sure if there's such thing as overpayments for Social Security recipients. If anything, everybody is being underpaid. But according to this article, which had a little bit of a negative voice about this bill, mainly because it's paying Social Security recipients too much under this bill, but basically a 10% increase for Social Security recipients if they change it to the CBIE. So that's something to think about when it comes to the Social Security 2100 Act, which probably has the most traction at the moment out of any other Social Security bill. So I'll keep you updated on any other updates coming out of Congress. And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully cheer you up a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day. I'm going to tell them one thing they should do. Treat people equally. Because that you have to be nice to people. If you be nice to people, they will be nice to you. It will work. Try.
If you want to know more details on the Social Security 2100 Act, as well as the fiery speech from Representative John Larson coming out the other day on the Congress floor, you're not going to want to miss this video right over here. So click that video now, and I'll see you in that video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.